Good morning. Oh, I'm alone. I'm producing myself, trying to get all the things to come into play. Dog traffic, music, lights. I'm here. Jane, hi. I'm by myself, so I have to control the dogs today. Today's Friday. Hi, Steve. Today's Friday. We're doing Barre-ish Bootcamp, which means you just need enough room to step, hi Guy, to step forward, side, and back from wherever you start. Just make sure all your space is clear. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus. You don't need one. I'm working barefoot. You're welcome to wear shoes, but I don't recommend socks because you'll slide on whatever surface you're on. I'm sort of better. I'm not completely better. I'll discuss after I get these animals out of here. So I'm gonna send them on. Do you guys want to look in the camera? There you go. So I'm gonna send them over here. Here you go. Go. All right. So I'm also gonna use my weighted bar. Mine weighs 12 pounds. If you don't have one of these, you can always use a couple of dumbbells. But you can even do the class without any of that. I am already sweaty because thank you so much to everybody for being so patient with me this week. Wednesday, I already had an appointment. Monday, I woke up with a fever. I had some random bacterial infection that the doctor said could be caused by anything. So that didn't help me. So I'm on a lot of antibiotics. I feel okay, but I'm a little hot and sweaty already. We'll see. If you're watching this after the fact and not live on my YouTube fitness channel, thank you for subscribing to that, and telling a friend, liking the video, all the things you do. If you're wondering how to get there, there's a link in my Instagram bio, or you can just do the classes from my IGTV. All of that will work. If you're working with an injury today, make sure that you stay with levels 1 and 2 of all the things that I'm gonna show you. If you have an injury that you've seen a doctor for or should see a doctor for, make sure you get cleared to do this kind of thing because I don't want that to aggravate anything that's going on with you. I'm keeping I'm keeping 2 towels nearby. I feel I'm already gonna be a sweaty mess. And then also keep a beverage. I'm keeping water in a fancy wine glass, but I have an addition to that today, which is a straw. Why a straw, you ask? Let me explain. All right, I'll explain as we warm up. We'll do a rhythmic warm up with a lot of upper body stabilization built right in. Again, I'm without a producer, so dogs may be wandering in and out. Then we'll do a resistance section with bar or dumbbells or maybe nothing. And then from there, we'll move into the interval, cardio intervals that flow together. And then we'll go to the floor for core and stretch. So having said that, let's get started and I'll explain what is happening and why I'm hot and sweaty and drinking out of a straw. All right, stand at the front edge of wherever you're working. Feet parallel underneath your knees. Knees under your hips, hips under your shoulders, shoulders down and back. You can wiggle your knees because they're not locked. Bring your arms up, press your shoulders down, then try to lift your heels up and hold. Then try to bend your knees and find a chair pose squat. Not sure how balanced I'm gonna be today. Try to straighten back up. Then do it again. Sink down, find your chair squat. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes, then fold over, grab your elbows, or let your hands fall to the floor. Either way will work. Try to straighten your left leg and bend your right knee, sitting into your left hip. Then change sides, straighten your right and bend your left knee, sitting into your hip. Breathing all the way in and out, then bend both knees. Now your left elbow will lift up slowly, lift and bring it back down. Now do it again, but maybe your whole arm extends up. Single count, either position, elbow or full arm. 2 more. And then right elbow comes up, 1, 2, and lower. Maybe your whole arm comes up for 2, singles, either position, elbow or full arm. 2 more. And then hold your forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll 1 bone at a time. Shoulders down and back, both arms come up. And fold, bend your knees far enough to get your hands to the floor. Step your feet back and find your first downward facing dog. Your heels press into the floor. Your tailbone lifts up to where the wall meets the ceiling behind you. Your palms press into the floor. Then lower your hips to any plank. So that's wrists under shoulders, hips in line with your shoulders and heels. Maybe your knees find the floor. They don't have to, but they can. From either plank, lift your tailbone back up to your downward facing dog. Then lower your hips to plank for 2. 1, 2, back up. 1, do it again. Lower 1, 2, and up. Once more, lower for 2. Hold your down dog. Both heels lift up and lower. Lift and lower. And hold your down dog. Now shift your weight over to your right hand and foot and bring your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog where you can stay, or lower your hips and bring your left knee into your chest. If you did, you can hold here or pulse your knee into the chest. For 4, 3, and find your 3-legged dog. And then both feet to the floor, down dog in the center. Then shift your weight over to your left hand and foot and bring your right leg up until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay right here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out to your 3-legged dog where you can stay, or lower your hips and bring your right knee into your chest. You can hold here or give your knee a little pulse into your chest. 4 more, pressing the floor away from you and back up to your 3-legged dog. Then both feet to the floor, down dog in the center. Then lower your hips to plank. Knees down or up. Wrists under your shoulders. Bring your right leg up next to your right hand. So remember, your back knee can be on the floor or not. Either way, you can wiggle your right toes. Maybe you touch your right knee. Maybe you reach all the way up with your right fingertips. Either way, both hands back to the floor, engage your core, and step back to plank. Let's walk through it on the left. Step your left foot forward. Remember, your back knee can be down. See if you can wiggle your left toes. Maybe you touch your left knee or reach all the way up. Either way, both hands to the floor, engage your core, step to plank. So that's your move, wrists under shoulders. Let's try it faster here. Right leg, step forward, reach or touch your knee, back to plank, left side. Make sure you're breathing in and out. Step, reach or touch your knee. We'll go 1 more time, each side. Step forward. Last one. Then hold any plank. All right, if your knees are still up, put them down now. Release your feet. Hips to your heels. Child's pose here. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round your back up and find a modified plank. Wrists under shoulders. Stay here or bend a little bit or a lot. Either way, straighten your elbows and hips to your heels. That's your pattern. Let's make it flow. Round up and hold or bend. Child's pose. Do it again. Round up. Hold or bend here. Child's pose. 1 more time. On the next pass, modified plank. Hold here. Tuck your toes. Push down to find your down dog. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet. Child's pose. Make it flow. Round up. Tuck your toes. Down dog. Knees to the floor. Child's pose. I fear there may be barking soon. Round, push down. Whenever I see that race to the front window, I feel like there's either a mailman, a mail carrier. See how un-PC I am? Once more, round, push down. Lower your knees. This time, modified plank and hold here. Tuck your toes. Try to lift your knees. Right hand to the center. Rotate over to a side plank. Right wrist under your right shoulder. Maybe your right knee finds the floor. Top arm reaches to me and up. Now underneath your bottom arm. And then up tempo, faster here to me and under. Do it again. And hold your side plank. Come back to the center. Find any plank. Now this time, left hand to the center and rotate to your side plank. Maybe your left knee finds the floor. Either way, top arm can reach towards me and up. Now underneath your bottom arm, single counts towards me and up and under. Do it again. And hold your side plank. Come back to the center. Find any plank and hold. Maybe you bend your elbows a little bit and hover. If you did, straighten them now and tailbone up. Down dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Oh, you did a recorded class, Edie. Tailbone lifts. We'll miss you live. Unroll. At the top. Shoulders down and back. All right. Grab a sip of whatever you brought to drink. Then grab your resistance. And as we start, I'll explain why I'm relegated to this straw. Okay. Overhand grip on your bar or your dumbbells. Shoulders down and back. If you're using dumbbells, just hold them by your sides. Feet under your hips, hips under your shoulders. Shoulders down and back. Slowly sink your hips. Push down, come up, squeeze your glutes. This is your basic squat. Now single counts here. I do it slowly so that we can review to remember not to lock our knees. So, Monday I had a fever. Tuesday, I had an already scheduled appointment with the dentist to get a filling replaced. A very, very old filling. Hold at the top, lower your elbows. Wiggle your knees, press your bar or your dumbbells up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Then bring your bar back down, one of each, one squat, one diagonal press. So I got my teeth cleaned. Then the dentist started to replace my filling. But when he took the filling out, my old tooth basically crumbled. Maybe it's faster here, squat to press, make it flow. If you're ready, maybe your left knee comes up at the top and then your right. Push down, sink, push down. Let's do 4 more here. So 4, press, 3, 2, and then just a squat. So then he had to go about making a temporary thing to put in there, make a mold to get the new porcelain piece that will go in to repair my broken down, raggedy tooth. Fortunately, it's the one all the way in the back. However, as I was leaving, he said, now don't forget, you can only chew and drink on the right side of your mouth for 2 weeks. But then I figured, you know what the bright side is? The bright side is, I have a few COVID pounds on my booty. Maybe this will take them off. All right, 4 more here. I know this was a lot of squats. That was for the story. All right, left leg, slow motion, diagonally back here. Sink down for 2, come up. Other way, right leg, 1, 2, single counts here. So let's sink. Press down and come up. Do it again, sink, press. So here I am with my raggedy tooth. my antibiotics, I am falling apart. But I'm here doing this. I don't feel incredibly strong, so we'll see what happens. One more recovery squats right here. Sink, push down. Two more. Now let's make this a hip hinge. Hip hinge right here. 1, 2. Pajama producer's returned. He'll check my shot. As you hip hinge, shift your weight to your right foot. No weight on your left. Your left leg splits back behind you. This is your move. Over for 2. Option to lift your back leg up as you hinge. Do it again. So hinge over. One more time slowly. 1, 2. Now down for 2. Come up in 1. So 1, 2. Toe touch or balance. 1, 2. Toe touch or balance up again. 1, 2. And up. Do it again. 1, 2. Twice more like that. So 1, 2. Oh, see, I'm tipping over. Again. 1, 2. And feet parallel squat. Oh boy, I almost fell out of that. Who am I kidding? I did fall out of that. All right. Hip hinge right here. Hinge over. 1, 2. As you hip hinge, shift your weight to your left foot. No weight on your right. Right leg splits back. I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see it. 1, 2. Now maybe your back leg lifts up as you hip hinge. 1, 2. 2 more in this tempo, so it's 1, 2, and up. One more time. Then we change our rhythm. Down for 2, come up in 1. So 1, 2, toe touch or knee lift balance, and 1, 2, toe touch or knee lift balance, and 1, 2, up. Do it again. 1, 2, twice more like that. Oh, I'm wobbly already. Last time here. 1, 2, and feet parallel squat. Make sure you breathe while you do that, because that wasn't. All right, as you squat, flip your grip. If you're using a bar, one hand at a time. If you're using dumbbells, keep them by your sides. If you're using a bar, roll the bar up to your elbows. Lace your fingers. Now, take your feet wide, toes to the corners, and sink your hips straight down and up. So you're not leaning forward, hips underneath your shoulders. This time, hold your hips sink, heels lift, extend, lower your heels, do it again, lift, extend up tempo here, sink, press up. So yesterday, I taught a class to real people, not that you're not real, but we were in the same room. 2 more, and then hip sink twice. Do it again, 1 more, now heels lift up 2 times. 1 more, 1 of each, hip sink once, heel lift. Do it again, sink your hips, heel lift, slightly faster here. Sink, lift. This is your move. When you're ready, up tempo, straight through, sink, press, press. 4 to go, in 4, 3, 2, and hold your top position. Sink your hips, lower your heels. Shake your legs out, feet parallel, and squats here. Woo! My heart rate is already up. My heart rate is already 125. What? Okay. Weight in the middle of your feet. Left leg steps back 1 time. Oh, if you're using dumbbells, I forgot to tell you, cross your dumbbells across your chest. See what happens when I've got antibiotics and a bad tooth? When you're ready, sink your hips. Again. Let's do 4 more here. So 4, 3, 2, parallel squats right here. Sink, push down to come up, squeezing your glutes. Shift to your right leg, hold. Pick your left knee up. Press your left heel forward. And then back to the center. Press your heel behind you. And center, single counts here. Front, center, back. Keep your core engaged. Front, center, back. One more time. Hold your leg back and pulse. So you're pushing your left hip towards me. Foot is flexed. For 4, 3, hold up. Extend your back foot. Draw a semicircle towards me. Wiggle your right toes. Now semicircle back for 2. 1, 2 front. 1, 2 back. 1, 2. Again, this time, hold your leg back behind you. Flex your foot and pulse for 4, 3. Hold your pulse. Bring your heel towards your hip and extend. Do it again. So you're not coming all the way in. You're coming about halfway in. If you're halfway and you don't feel your hamstring engage, take your knee further behind you. Single count curls. So it's bend, extend, 2 more. Hold your leg bent, hold, knee to the side and pulse. Up. Give me 4 more here. So 4, 3, feet parallel squats here. Ooh, how's your right booty? Should be pretty baked. Take your feet wide, toes to the corners. So in the class with real people, well, real people that I was in the same room with, everybody was allowed to take their masks off except me. Teacher had to keep the mask on. Then today, I saw in the news that maybe we don't have to the next time. Feet parallel, squats here. We'll start with our step backs. 1 more squat. Right leg steps back 1 time. So we'll step and back. Remember, this step can have a hip sink to go with it. So you'll sink, press, sink. 2 more. Parallel squats right here. Alrighty, you know we're doing the other side. 1 more, shift your weight to your left foot. Pick your right knee up. Press your right heel to knee. Back to the center. Press your right heel behind you and center. I'll turn a little bit towards you. Single count. So towards me, to the center, and back. Do it again. Front, center, back 1 more time. Hold your leg back. Keep it flexed on the foot and then pulse. Belly button in, chest up, shoulders down and back. Hold your pulse. Extend your right toes. Draw semicircle towards me and then back. Ready? 2 counts for your semicircle. 1, 2, and back. Do it again. 1, 2. Let's go twice more towards me for 2 and back. 1 more time. Then hold your leg back. Flex your foot and pulse. Press your right hip towards me. Chest up. Can you wiggle your left toes? 3, 2. Hold your pulse. Bring your heel halfway in and extend it back out. Again, 1, 2. Single curls. So it's in. Remember, if you feel like you're not getting a grip on your hamstring when you bend your knee, then take your knee further back behind your hip. Twice more. Hold your bend, knee to the side and pulse. Pulse, press your right hip towards me, chest up. And 3, 2, parallel squat. Oh, hello booty. All right, if you're using dumbbells, you'll bring them down by your sides. If you're using a bar, unlace, unroll. If you're using a bar, flip your grip. 1 hand at a time. Now bar or dumbbells, go onto the floor, out of your way, palms together, and pulse. Not pulse, squat. So out of it because I'm so incredibly sweaty already. Keep squatting your way. You are welcome to grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. I'm gonna grab a towel for a second. Whew. I wonder if it's the antibiotics. Or maybe the lack of real solid food. Woo! How's everybody doing? Okay. As you squat, touch your knees and knuckles up. Sink, knuckles up. Keep this going. I'm gonna give our music 1 little bump, sink, and up. As you squat to reach, take a little step back so that you have room in front of you. 2 more. No arms, just the palms together and squat. Shoulders down and back. 2 your left leg, step towards me one time. Step towards me, other side. You can turn a little bit to the corner. Your back heel stays down, and then when you come back, your weight is in your heel mostly. I don't want you to have the weight in the ball of your foot. Bend your front knee. Keep your back leg straight so that when you push off, you unweight your back toes. So here and press. Maybe you reach back, circle, back. Do it again. Back, circle. Let's do 4 more from here. So it's 4, 3, last one, parallel squat. Keep that in your head. See if you can talk. If you're wearing a gadget, check your heart rate. Forgot to mention after party today. If I make it that far, we'll do upper body work with small dumbbells. 2 more here. Left leg steps out, lateral lunge 1. So out, what that means is your inside leg stays straight. The leg you step out with will bend. So you'll bend, press, bend, just like we did to the front. Maybe you reach away, circle, away, circle, away, circle. Yep. 4 more just like that. So 4, 3, 2, center, parallel squats. All right, let's put them together. It's just the same move to the front and the side. 4 more to recover. It's mostly for me. I'm already out of breath. All right, left leg step towards me, lateral forward. 2 more like that. Then out to the side. Reach away, circle, away, circle. Towards me, step. Push off of your front leg. 2 more. Out to the side, same move. For 4, 3. We'll go 1 more set. Towards me, and forward. 3. Out to the side, and out and up. 2 more. Parallel squats right here. See if you can talk. I don't think you all have the heart rate issues I have today. Feet wide, toes towards me. This is one that we all know. Unless you're new, I will still break it down. This is your base move. You can always come back here. Push down without locking your knees at the top. 1 more. Now hands to the floor, step to plank. Step back to wide. Come up. Squats here. So the temptation is the same plank. Try not to. Come back to wide right here. Hands down, step to plank. Step back and to wide. Push down through your feet to come up and squat. Hands to the floor, step to plank. Step back to wide. Come on up. Squat once, do it again. Step back to wide. Come up. Next option, from your plank, to lift your tailbone right here. Push and jump to wide, roll up, squat, just squat. So on that next option, you can step or jump by the tailbone lifted. Ready? Hands down, step back, tailbone lift, step or jump to wide, roll up, squat once. Hands down, step back, tailbone lift, step or jump, roll up, squat. 1 more time like that, step back, tailbone lift, step or jump. Next option is a jump to plank. Here we go, step or jump, step or jump. 2 squats if you took the jumps. Hands down, step or jump. Push down, extra squat if you took both jumps. Once more, hands down, step or jump. Squats here. Grab a sip of water or whatever you're drinking if you need it. Check your heart rate. Can you talk? If you wanted to, you should be able to, but not want to. You can check your gadget if you're wearing one. Once you're back in your wide squat, reach down, pull up. Do it again. Again, so it's sink, push against the floor to come up. So instead of using your back, you use your legs and your glutes. 4 of these. 3, 2, parallel squat, palms together. All right, you want to be in the middle of your mat or your space, or both. Left leg steps forward 1 time. Together, then your right. Easy enough. When you step forward, your back heel comes up. Maybe you sink your hips. Your arms come down and up, down, up, swing, but keep them in your peripheral vision so they don't swing up behind your ears at the top. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, palms together. Whew. The sweat is profuse. So I guess next week, when I teach to real people, I may be able to do it without my mask. That'll be weird. Keep that forward step or lunge in your head. Left leg steps out 1 time. Then your right. As you step out, toes to the corners, sink your hips. Do it again. Push down to come up. Keep your leg movement. Maybe add your arms, goalpost and cross. Goalpost and cross. We'll do 4 more like that. So sink together. 2 more. And then parallel squat. Keep that in your head. Yep, another piece. Arms up. Keep them up as you chair squat. Push down to come up. Once more. At the top, left arm comes down and then up your right arm. You know this one. Step out on your left and then on your right. That's your move. Or you can sink your hips and come up. So sink up. Maybe if you're taking the sink, you can release your arm and look up. Do it again. 4, 3, 2, parallel squat, palms together. All right, that was 3 pieces. Step out, goalpost arms, forward lunge, arms down up, then the step out release. Now touch your knees, knuckles up. You know this part. This is your 4th move right here. 2 more. Palms together. We'll walk through just the feet. Then we'll add in all the arms you already know. Left leg, step out 1 time, sink. Towards me, lunge. Step out, sink. Squat once. Right side, step out once. Towards me, step out to the side again. Squat once. Just repeat again. Step out, sink. Towards me. Step out again. 1 squat. Right side. Step side. Towards me. Step side again. 1 squat. Just squats here. All right? That's your footwork. Let's add the arms. Start with goalpost. Left side, goalpost. Step towards me, arms down and up. Step out, release. 1 squat, touch your knees. Step out, goalpost. Towards me, down, up. Release. Squat, touch your knees. Left side, goalpost. To me. To release. Squat, touch your knees. Right side, goalpost. Towards me, down, up. Step out, release. Touch your knees. Do it again, left side here. Goalpost, towards me. Step out, release. Touch your knees. Goalpost on your right. Towards me. Step out, release. Touch your knees. Palms together. Not to worry. We'll do that again. See if you can talk. Check your heart rate on your wrist if you're wearing a gadget. All right. Feet wide. Toes towards me. We did this already. Reach and pull. Once more. At the top, left arm comes down. Reach, other side. Maybe you 4, 3, 2, wide squat. Reach down and pull up. 4, 3. Left side, lean in, reach over, 4 of these. 3, 2, and feet parallel, palms together. Keep that in your head. All right, your favorite, hop or pedal here. So you can pedal or hop, up to you. You can step or jump to wide. So pedal, step, or hop, jump. Either way, arms finish up, reach left. 4, 3, maybe you lean. 2, wide squat, reach and pull. For 4, 3. Now from the top, hop or pedal here. 4, 3. Hang on, I'll read that in a second, Jane. Arms finish up, reach. 4. Oh yes, I'll remind you what your heart rate should be. 1 more, wide squat, reach and pull. So your heart rate should be 60 to 85% of your maximum. Palms together. The way you figure your maximum is this is a rough estimate, is to take the number 220 minus your age. That is a rough estimate because that is also assuming that everybody who's 60, 50, or 40 is exactly the same fitness level. So it's a rough estimate. So once you have your maximum, then you'll know by doing a little math what 60 to 85% of that number is. The easiest way to do it in your head here without a calculator is to take your maximum, cut it in half, then add about, well, you can add then 10% of your maximum. Let's say your maximum was 170, right? So half of that is what? 50 is 85. Now you add 20%, right? So 20% is another 34 beats. 85 plus 34. Hi, Milo. Hi, Elaine. So what is that? What's 85 plus 34? That's about where you want to work. Now, having said that, bring your feet to parallel underneath your hips. Having said that, most of you who do this regularly can probably work higher than that, right? I know you can, because I can, and I'm not 20. Ready to hop or pedal? Sure. Right here, so hop or pedal. In, out. 1 more. Arms finish up. Left arm. Reach. Other side. And wide squat, reach and pull. 114, which seems really low for you guys, doesn't it? Hop or pedal here. 4, 3, 2, arms finish up, reach left. So that's 70%. So remember I said it should be between 60 and 85, reach and pull. So if your maximum heart rate was 170 and feet parallel, palms together, then 70% would be 114, which I'm guessing for those of you who do this regularly is too low. Let's do my math. Because I'm able to work, I like to work around between 135, 145. What around 150? That starts to get shaky. All right. Remember that combo we did? Goal post, forward lunge, step out, release. Let's do that again. Left side, goal post right here. Towards me, step out, release, left. Squat once, touch your knees. Right side, goal post. Towards me, step out, release. Squat, touch your knees. Left side, goal post. Towards me, step out, release. Squat once. Right side, and step out. Towards me, release. Squat once. Now hop or pedal here for 4, 3, 2, arms finish up, left arm. So my guess is 2 more wide parallel squat. Is that most of us have a higher maximum heart rate than the standard formula. Feet parallel, squats, palms together. Because doesn't 114 seem low? So the basic rule of thumb is that you should be able to talk but not feel like it, like me right now. So that's where you want to be. You should be able to speak a little breathy. Alrighty. We're not doing the whole long version of the feet jumps, a shorter version. Feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink down, push down, come up. And then also don't forget, it's also your rate of perceived exertion, which you will see referred to as RPE. And that just means any given day you might feel differently. Like you might be able to work one day with your heart rate very high, and then the next day not get near that number, just based on how you feel. And a lot of that has to do with how much sleep you got, how much water's in your muscles, how much salt you've eaten the day before, or sugar, or alcohol. All those things come into play. So sometimes you'll notice you feel great and your heart rate's high. Other times you feel like you're dragging a ball and chain behind you and your heart rate's low. Cross your forearms. That's why the levels come in handy. Arms out to a V, cross over your head, and out to a V. Do it again. Sink, cross, up tempo from here. So it's cross, V. Maybe your heels lift, up. If they do, maybe you press down, get a little air. 2 more. 1 more. Left arm swings right here. Center, other way. This is your move, or you can lean over and let your back leg lift up. 2 more. Center, jump or not. So 4, maybe flat feet or heel lift or jump. Left arm swings right. For 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. I'm not gonna jump this round. Left arm swings right here. Maybe lean over. I'm not going to this time. Center, jump or not. 4, maybe heel lift or jump. 1 more. Palms together. Sink. Shoulders down and back. Exactly. Now, Jane, that might be exactly the right number for you. So if you feel like you're breathing heavy and you don't feel like you want to talk, but you could if you had to, then that's the right place. Feet parallel. Both arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Touch your knees. Round up. We're not done. Step back. Palms together. Squats here. We'll do our first interval 1 more time. Left leg, step towards me, reach behind you. Other way. 2 more. Out to the side. Do it again. So out and around. 2 more. Let's do it 1 more time towards me. And left press off. 2 more. Out to the side. Do it again. For 4, 3, 2, parallel squat. Touch your knees. Again, let's just hop or pedal 1 set of these. So 4, out, 3. 1 more time, arms finish up. Reach left and right. 2 more. Wide parallel squat. Final 4 of these. Push down. 2 more. Feet underneath your hips, palms together. 4 here. 3, no knee locking. 1 more. And both arms come up. Touch your knees, bend your knees. Tuck your hips. Extend your spine. Tuck again. Untuck. Tuck last time, round up. All right, grab a sip of whatever you're drinking. Whew. My heart rate feels like it is 175,000. How's that even possible? And it's only 135. That's that perceived exertion we talked about. I really just want to gulp this water, but I cannot. Cheers. Okay. I'm grabbing my other towel. I'm gonna put it down in this pond I've created. Boy, I don't like a meditative workout, even though it's just antibiotics, throws me off. Okay, my back far enough. I'll turn sideways, you don't have to. I'll cue front and back to keep sopping up the sweat. And also, did I mention that on different days, you'll feel differently, just depending on what's going on. I think I mentioned that. All right, sit up tall, feet flat, knees bent. So you want to be right on top of your booty bones, arms out front. Curl halfway down, 1, 2, and up. Do it again. I gotta scooch forward a little bit. I've had days where my heart rate is sometimes like 160, 165, and I feel great. And other days where I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Front arm reaches back behind you, 1, 2, and up. Back arm reaches behind you, 1, 2. Maybe that reach becomes a circle. It doesn't have to, but it can. Reach back again. Same thing. Reach back for 2 and up. Once more. Keep your curl but palms together. Shoulders down. And up. As you curl, bring your fingertips up to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. So curl, reach. As your fingertips reach up, press your shoulders down. Twice more. So curl, reach. One more time. This time, hold your curl right here. Now rotate towards me slowly and back to the center, away from me. Slowly, keep your arms straight. Single counts here. So it's over, center, over. Ooh, a little snap crackle of the spine. Maybe you extend the leg that you're going across. 2 more. And then forward fold. Knees can stay bent or straighten them a little or a lot. Round your back. Release your low back. Try to actively separate your shoulder blades. Chin towards your chest. Inhale. On your exhale, flex both feet, eyes up, shoulders, and then your body. At the top, tuck your hips. Fingertips help you roll down. When you get to the floor, bring both knees into your chest and rock your knees side to side. Whew. Make sure that you're breathing all the way in and all the way out. And then come back to the center. Knees into your chest. I'm just adjusting my towel or my sweat blanket as it is. Hands at the side of your hips, palms on the floor. Untuck your hips so that your belly button is level to your pelvic bone. Actively press your shoulder blades into the floor. 90 degrees at the hip, 90 at the knee. This might be enough for you. If it isn't, extend your back leg out to the wall in front of you. Slowly change sides in 4, 3, 2. You're here on 1. Change 4, 3. Incoming leg stops at 90 degrees at the hip and the knee. You're there on 1. Do it again in 4, 3. Resist the weight of your legs with your core. Feel it if you need to. 2 counts to get there. 1, 2. Actively press your shoulder blades into the floor. Let's try single counts here. So it's 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Do it again. 3, 2. Hold and pulse. In 3, 2. Hold and pulse. Do it again. 3, 2. Hold right here. Both legs to chair. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. Arms out to the side. Palms up. Rotate your legs towards me for 2. And center away from me. 1, 2. Center. So you'll exhale as you rotate towards me. Inhale as you come back. Exhale. For 2. Inhale. Do it again. So as you rotate, press your opposite shoulder blade into the floor. 1, 2. Center. Do it again. exhale. For 2, inhale. Again, exhale. 1, 2, in. Do it again. Exhale. 1, 2, in. One more time. Exhale. For 2, and hold here. Fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze underneath your armpits. Lift your shoulders off the floor. From here, hold or pulse up. Up. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Release. Knees to the chest. We're not done. More abs here. Untuck your hips. Extend your legs. Cross your ankles. Bend your knees out to the corners. Fingertips behind your ears. Squeeze under your armpits. Roll your shoulder blades just a little bit off the floor. Now crunch everything in together for 2 and away. Do it again. Inhale. 1, 2. Exhale. It goes away. Inhale. 1, 2. Exhale. Do it again. Inhale. 1, 2. Exhale. This time hold everything in your crunch. Give it a little pulse right here. So 8. Final 4 of this set. 3, 2, release. We're not done. I have some ab work in our bridge today. Both feet on the floor, close to your hips. Hands, palms to the floor. Tuck your hips. Push your feet down to lift your hips up. You can hold here. If that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, shift your weight to your front foot and extend your back leg up. Flex your foot so your core is engaged. You'll pulse down into the floor here. So it's glute, hamstring, and core. If you feel your core, it is definitely engaged. 4, 3, 2, hold. Both feet on the floor and release. We'll do the other side. Breathe for a moment. Shoulder blades press into the floor, heels close to your hips. Tuck your hips. Push your feet down to lift your hips. Now shift your weight to your back leg. Extend your front leg up. Flex your foot and then pulse down into the floor. It's glutes, hamstrings, and core. If you feel your core is definitely engaged, you have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet to the floor. Lower your hips. Knees into your chest. Rock your knees side to side. We have one last set of abs. I should mention it was going to be ab day. I feel like I've ignored, or not ignored, I have not especially paid attention to our abs lately. Untuck your hips, 90 degrees with the hip and the knee. Fingertips behind your ears, it's our old favorite. Extend your back leg out to the wall in front of you. Squeeze under your back armpit and lift your back shoulder blade off the floor. Now 4 counts to change sides. 4, 3, 2, you're there on 1. Slowly change. 3, now 2 counts to get there. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Singles right here. So you peel your shoulder blade up off the floor. No worries about how far your elbow goes. It will only go as far as your shoulder blade lifts up. Let's try a double pulse right here. So it's pulse, up, pulse. 2 more like that. And then 8 singles to finish. So 8, 7, elbows out of your face. In 4, 3, 2, release, knees to your chest. Hello. Knees all the way in. And then cross one leg on top of the other. Doesn't matter which. Grab your knees or slightly further down and pull your knees into your chest. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Breathing. Relax your shoulders. And then release. Change side. Other leg on top. Grab your knees or further down. Pull your knees into your chest. Breathe while you do it. Feel the stretch behind your top leg and down into your glutes. For 4, 3, 2, and release. Both feet on the floor. Front knee into the chest. Extend your leg up only as far as you need to feel the stretch behind it. Shoulder blades into the floor. Back leg can stay where it is or walk out. Either way, flex your front foot and bend the knees. Extend. Do it again. The flex. Bend, extend, once more, flex. Bend this time, hold your extension.
extension, front arm, anywhere on the inside of your front leg. Press your front leg out towards me, just a little bit, far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg. Press your back hip into the floor, breathing all the way in and all the way out. Then bend your front knee to the center, front arm towards me, back arm across your knee, and take your knee away from your screen, breathing all the way in and all the way out. And then come back to the center, change sides, front knee comes in, extend your leg up. Only as far as you need to feel the stretch. Shoulder blades press down, maybe your front leg walks out. Flex your back foot and bend the knee to the chest. Send the heel up. Do it again. So you'll flex, bend, extend. Do it again. Flex, bend. This time hold your leg wherever you need to feel the stretch behind it. Back arm anywhere on the inside of your back leg. Press your leg out to the side until you feel the stretch behind, or not behind, on the inside of it. Shoulder blades press down. Front hip presses down. Flex both feet. Breathe in and out. Then bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches out to the side. Front arm across your back knee. Take your knee towards me, reaching out with your back fingertips. Full spine rotation. And then come back to the center. Both feet on the floor. Flip yourself over onto the front of your body. Extend your arms and legs out. Bring your front arm behind you and grab where your shoelaces would be. Maybe you bend your back elbow and make a fist with your hands. You want to feel the stretch on your quadriceps, the front of your leg. And carefully release. Change sides, back arm around. Grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor. Maybe you bend your front elbow and make a fist. Now we'll stay here. When you're ready, try to bring your front arm back around. Grab where your shoelaces would be on both feet. If you're not quite here, work on this by grabbing your heels or your pants. Once you're here, push your feet into your hands. Try to lift your knees up. And then try to lift your chest to open the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, release. Carefully, hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up, fix your heels, child's pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Try to rotate your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Then release your palms back to the floor. Then round your back up to a tabletop. Tuck your toes, hands under your shoulders. Round your back by tucking your hips. Now press your hands and feet into the floor. Lift your knees. Your tailbone comes up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Let your head hang. Your tailbone lifts up. Unroll in 4, 3, 2. At the top. This class is sweaty and done. After party in 5 minutes. Deeper stretch with a towel. And then smallish dumbbells for a little upper body work. Thanks you guys for hanging in with me and my antibiotic sweat and us doing our math. I'll see, I think I may see all 3 of you in 5 minutes. I produced your list, so I'm gonna make an exit and produce this next part.